Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your metal market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for Wednesday, and we're here at the July 6th date, 2022, just getting on to 5:20 p.m. Central Time. I was impressed in copper for the first time. Market got under 330 into the 327 zone, popped all the way back up. Acts to me like the first attempt at a washout low. Wish I could say that on the gold. Not the case. Still looking to me very, very terrible on the charts. Dollar continues to gain rather dramatically against the euro, which is pushing the 102 level, as you'll see on the charts as we get to them. In the energy markets, we're backed off a little bit. Still a lot of talk that you might be going down to the $80 area in Brent and or the WTI. I'm hearing that all over. Bonds and notes, not surprised that they're backing off. They got up to the upper Bollinger Band 3 days ago. They've been fighting there. Today, they finally let go to the downside. So let's go to the chart action and see what we have. There's nothing friendly on this gold chart. You've now gone from 1985, back in that March time frame on the Ukraine invasion, to 1738. You really don't find support until you're back down here under the 1700 level that you can hang a hat on. Look at the rollover on the chart. You've got lower highs, lower lows. I found it interesting that there was a gentleman writing me on YouTube how gold has been a hedge against inflation. It used to be. It's not. The better hedge in modern times now has been energy prices. They're directly related to it. Storage value, no doubt. Inflation hedge, no. Difference between the two. When I take a look at what's going on in moving averages, well, they're all in the bear camp. You're underneath the 100, the 200, the 18. You're under the Bollinger Band 2 days in a row, and something else occurred. You closed yesterday and today in the bottom quadrants under that. That's a breakout to the downside. A lot of you don't understand that, and that's fine with me. But I view it as a breakout. Hard rallies going to get hit in this market, in my opinion, as people try to bail, and you're developing your embedded reading, which tells me it's when we get back over the Bollinger Band, not under it, there should be aggressive selling waiting for the market on the first good bump up there. The gold-silver ratio, well, silver's gaining a little bit on gold, not because silver is so much better, but because gold is so terrible. And when you look at the silver, it's trying to eke out and go to the right-hand side here. This was not a breakout in silver. You're not in the bottom quadrants of the market. And today, if you come back, you can see how the market tried to get back over the Bollinger Band. It's doing it tonight, but in the process, you've got your bearish embedded reading. Give the market a chance to rally. As long as you get a reasonable rally, I think the pros are going to sell this market to see what's under it. I don't think they're through on the downside. Copper's different. You went for your first new test of the Bollinger Band, got down hard to 327.30. Suddenly you're up in that market, 16 cents. You have an embedded reading, so I don't want to tell you that, hey, that is your low. The pros are going to sell this market on a further rally up. For those of you that have taken my enhanced Bollinger Band course, there's a key moving average that is waiting for the market. Take a look at it tonight if you've taken the course. If you haven't, for those of you that haven't, go to our website, iraepstein.com, under Education, the Enhanced Bollinger Band course. In fact, I'm going to run that ad when I'm through with this automatically so that you get a feel for what that is. I think it's so important right here that you get a feel for what that is. If you haven't learned it, you're trading with one hand behind your back. It's a simple tool. Take a look and you'll get what I'm saying. I think there's been massive short covering in platinum that began 3 days ago, right through here. Again, you're embedded. Embedded tells me that until that's lost on rallies, these markets are still going to get sold. So not one of the metals is telling me that other than on a rally that the pros aren't going to sell into them. Lose the embedded readings, and I change my opinion. You haven't gotten to that point. In the palladium market, this has been the strength of the metal market. It's held up, supports back at 1865.60. Whether it can withstand all those metals falling against it and not it also caving in. It's been amazing to me that it hasn't done it. Something else is at work there, and I don't know what that is. In the dollar, upside breakout. Again, you're in the top quadrants. Top quarter of the day's range, higher highs, both over the upper Bollinger Band, higher closes. That to me tells me that on pullbacks in this market, the pros are not just going to say, hey, we got too high and we're pulling back. It could be, but I don't expect it. Support will be under the Bollinger Band. I wouldn't be buying over a Bollinger Band regardless of my idea of breakout or not. But you heard me just talk to you about the enhanced Bollinger Band course. And that's what I want you to pay attention to. If I had to choose one thing that I did all my trading on, everything, it would be this enhanced Bollinger Band course. Take a look at this. Welcome. I'm Ira Epstein, and I'm here to talk about my enhanced Bollinger Band course. Now, many of you have taken my regular charting course, and if not, you might think you know something about Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands are an algorithm designed to keep the market trading within it 95% of the time. And on a chart, it will offer on the top part resistance, on the bottom support, and the idea is the market will travel within them. We know that sometimes it latches onto that band, goes up or goes down. Well, how do you play with that? Can you pyramid the positions off that type of thinking? Well, I've applied all three of these into 13 different videos that teach you my concept of it. And from that concept, you're able to work with weekly charts and or daily charts. The 13 videos, each about 7 minutes long. The idea here is not to put you in school forever, but to teach. Now, if you haven't tried my complete futures research, I throw that in as well. Whether you've tried this or not, I think it's worth taking a look at. I think you're going to learn something from there. That research, by the way, covers twice daily market updates for you and access to what I call window envelope numbers, which I think are very important when looking at these Bollinger Bands. The next part is a trial to our charting software so you can make your charts look the same way that mine do. It's that simple. Where do you go with it and how do you get all this? It's simple. You go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. If you go to the word education, everything you need is answered there. You can also call my staff. They'll be happy to help you get set up. I'm Ira Epstein, on the road to your education.